I've tried recording this video like over 15 times, it's no joke, so I really want to try and get this, you know, sorted in my head and done. I don't script my videos, so pretty much what comes out right now is what I want to say, and maybe later on I'll be like, darn, I should have said that. But anyways, today is going to be a chatty chat video, and it's not going to be a makeup tutorial. As much as I love makeup, I don't like to wear it every day. I like to let my face breathe once in a while. It's good for your skin actually, especially if you suffer from acne. I apologize in advance if this video is a little bit long, but I wanted to make this video because one of my subscribers about a week ago messaged me, and ultimately what she wanted to tell me is that she watches a lot of my videos, and in a bunch of my videos, and it's true, I complain about acne, I talk about acne, you know, that I've been suffering from acne for a long time, etc, etc, etc. But the videos that she's seen, it hardly looks like I have any acne and that I shouldn't be complaining. Ultimately, that's what she was trying to tell me. Stop complaining, you don't have it as bad. Telling me that she herself is going through a really hard time with her acne. She has cystic acne and she's taking Accutane, and it's just been horrendous for her, and I feel for her, I really do. That's what she was telling me, like, stop complaining because I would rather have your face, even if you have like a couple of zits, you know, than to have that. And you know, I would totally understand her if I was in her shoes. Yesterday I had to go to school, so yesterday I put on my foundation, my concealer, put my powder. My face was completely covered. I want to say a couple hours had passed, and my friend texted me saying, oh, are you on campus? Like, we should go eat lunch together, da 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 da. I hate looking at myself in the mirror. And I think ultimately what I want to show you guys with this video, and I know I'm kind of jumping around, but ultimately what I want to show you guys in the video is my acne. This camera is a camera. It's a digital camera. It's not a recording device. It's specifically made for taking pictures, and that is why you guys can't see all the stuff going on my face. But I wanted to take pictures with the same camera and show you guys it is not as it appeared. Back to my story. I looked at myself just randomly on my phone, and I realized I had like 3 new zits like on my chin. I was like, oh my gosh, are you serious? And I just, I told them, no, I'm not gonna be on campus. I just stopped. I didn't want to see anyone, because when you have acne, and it doesn't matter if it's really severe, and I honestly can't even imagine how it would be like be in that position and to have severe acne such as cystic acne. I just can't imagine it. You would have to be a really, really strong person, I would think, because no matter where you live, no matter where you're from, no matter how much money you have, no matter what, anything, acne will affect you. Even if you have a cluster of zits right here, zits back, it doesn't matter. Acne will affect you, and that's what I'm trying to like get across. Like I said, I did talk to my subscriber, and I told her I was gonna make this video because I got fed up yesterday and said, like, what's the point of wearing all this makeup if that same day I got like 3 zits? I just didn't understand it. I need to vent. I'm frustrated. I'm thankful that I don't suffer from cystic acne, or I know that my acne could be 100 times worse, but I hope that you guys keep in mind that acne affects us all the same, whether it's a zit here on your prom day or a couple zits on your back that you don't want anyone seeing, you know what I mean? That just makes you so self-conscious. I want to say like 2 months ago, I had this A&P practical. Basically, I had to go to class. I had this big old zit. It was during March, yeah. I had this big hormonal zit, and I was just like covering it up. I was going like this, I was like this. I just didn't want people to see me, because what's the first thing people look at when they're talking to you? Your face. I would love to believe that people just look at your eyes, but it's not true. How many times do you talk to your friend and you're just looking at their eyes? It's just, you know, you look all around their face. Especially if they have a big old zit, you're gonna be looking at it. So yes, I really want to rant, because I'm gonna be real with y'all, like it's so difficult. And I know you guys probably be like, oh my gosh, it doesn't even look that bad. It feels that bad. It really does. My mom, whenever, like, and this is real, I'm not even lying, my mom, whenever she looks at me, she just looks at whenever I have a new zit. It's just here. My mom, on Sunday, my brothers and I took her out to dinner for Mother's Day. And she had one little zit right here, one little zit, and she couldn't stop touching it. She was like covering it, she was like poking at it, she was pinching it, she just hated it. And I'm like, I thought to myself, if my mom can't even stand one zit, imagine what she would feel like if she had my face. Other thing that I wanted to talk about is kind of like the quick fix. And I recorded this video previously. I realized that that's what I was talking about the whole time, that I was talking about the quick fix. People that suffer from acne, and I'm guilty of this too, we always look for the quick fix, whether that be slapping on some benzoyl peroxide, 2%, 1.5%, 5%, or I don't know, pinching at it, touching it, what have you. We always try to look for the quick fix. We just want it out of our face. And I think that's one of our downfalls. It really is, because that's how I got hyperpigmentation. And of course, my hyperpigmentation isn't as bad as it used to be. And I will show you guys pictures of it, of my cheeks. It's not that bad, but this is really bad. I have tried, and I know I have a skincare video, I know I talk about specifically about products, but I'm just going to share with you guys a little bit. I've tried pretty much everything you guys can think of. I've tried every popular skincare thing. I've tried like Asian remedies, I've tried Mexican remedies, I've tried African soap, I've tried anything you can imagine. Okay, maybe not anything, but I've tried a lot of stuff for acne. I've tried, oh my gosh, Proactive, Neutrogena, all that, Clinique. Please, if you have acne, please don't use Clinique, okay? And don't take my word for it. Go online and research what is the ingredients for that Clinique toner in the acne solutions line. It is horrible for your face. And no, it didn't break me out. It made my skin super dry. Do you want your skin to be super dry? No. What we're trying to go for is to have kind of normal skin. That dried my face out completely. It's been over like 5 years and my face is still dry because of those products. Don't be putting that much alcohol content onto your face. And again, that's what we look for. We look for the quick fix. When I was using that Clinique acne solutions line, I said to myself, oh my gosh, I'm hardly breaking out. It's so awesome. Yeah, because of that alcohol, all that alcohol that was being put on my face. And now my skin is super sensitive. I can't put any kind of alcohol on my face because my face reacts to it. Quick fixes. Like I said, I've tried all those. Of course, you touch your face, you poke your face, you squeeze. Gross. What else? I've tried birth control pills. Now guys, I know if you're a guy, you're probably like, alright, I don't care, I'm a guy, that doesn't apply to me. The actual reason why I went on birth control isn't because of what you're thinking. The reason why I went on birth control is because of my hormone levels. Now, as you probably and hopefully know, both females and males have estrogen and testosterone and a bunch of other, hormones. But my estrogen level was a little bit low and my testosterone level was a little bit high for a female. Essentially, my gynecologist put me on birth control to even out my hormone levels. But is that for everyone? No, it is not for everyone. And let me be real, we didn't have insurance up until my dad started working for this really big company, and then he got benefits. But I didn't have insurance for most of my life. I have insurance now, but let's not talk about that. Anyways, I went on these birth control pills and yeah, I felt less moody, that's for sure. Let's be real here, and I know this is a little TMI maybe, but it controlled my period, which was good because I had a period in my life where I went on like 6 months without having my period, so that was a big deal. So it regulated my menstrual cycle. It made my boobs bigger, let's be real here. Did it make me lose or gain any weight? No, it did not. A lot of people are like, oh my gosh, birth control pills made me gain weight, like I ate a lot more. It's different for every person, and that's another thing, like I want to stress that just because something works for your best friend or for your sister, for your mom, for your brothers, it might not work for you. Proactive. My brother tried it, best thing ever, he said, and it really worked. It cleared his acne. He has no zits whatsoever on his face anymore. He's like, try it, it'll work for you. It didn't do anything for me. It didn't dry me out. It just didn't do anything. It just wasn't working. I just felt like I was doing the same thing and I was still getting a zit or something. So Proactive didn't work for me, but does that mean it will or won't work for you? Who knows? It just depends on you personally. So yeah, birth control, I don't recommend it solely for the purpose of you trying to, like, I don't know, like get bigger boobs or something like that. It just depends on your body. After birth control, I stopped using birth control because my mom was afraid. She's like, I don't want you to take birth control because you might get blood clots and you know, science has advanced since my mom took birth control, but you know, for her peace of mind, I stopped taking birth control. And it was fine, you know, just my cycle got a little messed up, but no big deal. After that, my acne, I still would get zits on my cheeks, and I was just kind of tired of it. Finally, I went to my physician who gave me a referral to go see a dermatologist, and basically she put me on an antibiotic and she gave me retinol cream. And she gave me a kind of large looking kind of magazine kind of thing about Accutane. And Accutane's a completely different subject, and you know, I'm probably the least educated about it. I do know sufficient amounts of Accutane, as in it's equivalent to rat poison, and they make you sign a waiver before you start taking it, and it's a really, really big deal. But personally, you know, obviously I haven't tried it, so I can't be telling you like go on Accutane or don't go on Accutane. That's definitely just your decision. It's not even up to your mom or your dad or your siblings. It is up to you. If you're the one that wants to take Accutane, that's all up on you because you're the one signing the waiver. So I got my antibiotics that same day and my retinol cream, and the pharmacist specifically chose to speak with me because he sat down with me and he said, these medications make your skin very, very sensitive. You're going to have to wear sunscreen every single day whenever you go out, and if you don't need to be in the sun, don't be in the sun. It'll burn your skin. He said my skin might get really dry and that's normal, etc, etc, etc. So I was like, all right, you know, I'm on the way. Like, this is totally going to work. No, it didn't work for me. But in any case, I tried the antibiotics. I would 3 a day, one with every meal. So I was like, okay, like, oh snap, like my skin's gonna be all sensitive, da 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 da. My retinol cream every third night. So every 3 days I would take my retinol cream. And side effects that I've heard from that retinol cream is that extreme dryness, maybe shedding, I mean like peeling of your skin, etc. Nothing happened. I take it back, something did happen, but let me just tell you what happened with the cream. So I, you know, would use every 3 nights, I would use my retinol cream on the affected areas, and that happened for like a month. I went back to my dermatologist and I said, nothing's going on. I was using Cetaphil, you know, gentle cleanser. Nothing was going on. I was still getting acne, and I realized like hyperpigmentation and possible acne scars take a long time to heal. I realized that, okay, you don't have to tell me. She said, okay, the application used to every other day. Okay, I started doing it every other day. Nothing. My face was not dry. My face was not sensitive. I would go under the sun if I had to. My skin would not burn or anything like that, all right? Like half a month happened, and then I went back again and I told her, it's working, like I still get zits, I still break out, da 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 da. And she's like, you have to be patient, da 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 da. Up the application usage once a night, like every night. I did that. I did that for a month and a half. Nothing happened. And I realized people might say like, oh, you have to wait like 3 months for it to work. Essentially, in total, that was over 3 months and nothing happened. And I just stopped going. And I stopped taking the antibiotics. I was tired of it. I was like, this isn't going to work. Obviously, it's not going to work for me. Long story short, the antibiotics that I was taking seriously suppressed my immune system. What does that mean? That means I get sicker a lot easier. That means my immune system isn't as strong as it used to be. And I know that because usually I get sick maybe like every other year, if not every 3 years. And that's normal for my family. My family hardly gets sick. Because I took those pills, those antibiotics for like 3-4 months, messed up my immune system. I get sick every single year now. And it might be something as common as a cold. And you know, maybe like a cold, maybe 7 days or like 8 days tops, you know, and it goes away or whatever. My colds now last over 14, if not 21 days. It is ridiculous. So I talked about birth control pills, talked about the antibiotics and the retinol cream that didn't do anything for me. I think another thing I should mention is that infamous now, benzoyl peroxide. Everyone here on YouTube has seen a video. Oh, this is like my acne, whatever. Like, it's benzoyl peroxide, basically what it is. Benzoyl peroxide is a chemical basically that makes it dry out, your acne dry out and shrink, go away. Basically, that's what it does. As you keep using it, your skin or your acne grows kind of resistant to it, because essentially what acne is, it's bacteria, right? Oil, all that jazz, gains resistance. So when I was younger, when I was a teenager, like in high school, I would get these huge old zits on my nose. Like, I'm not even gonna lie. My first driver's license has a picture of me with like a big old zit right here. It's so embarrassing. I used to put a bunch of benzoyl peroxide on like a huge zit, and I had no problem walking around the house with like a bunch of like cream here because of that. But you know what? In the long term, I'm sure you guys don't know this, benzoyl peroxide is a drying agent. It dries out your skin. My nose, if you guys have watched my YouTube videos, you guys know I always complain about my nose being crackly and dry and so difficult to work with. I hate even putting on foundation on it because it might look all gross. And not only that, benzoyl peroxide makes it so that you shed that layer of skin and bring a new layer to this dermal layer of your skin. What does that mean? That might sound all good and stuff, but it's really not, because you're forcing all these new layers of skin to come up, to come up, to come up. You're leaving yourself more exposed, your other layers of your skin. You have 3 layers of skin. And so you're leaving your skin more and more exposed to sun damage, to UVA, UVB radiation. So that's not a good thing, aka which later leads on to wrinkles or aging a lot faster, and you don't want that, right? No one wants that. So again, benzoyl peroxide, if you occasionally just get a zit and just use it for that, I think that's fine. Go right ahead. But if you use it constantly, I think that's something you should keep in mind, you know. Also, if you keep using it constantly, odds are that it's probably not working for you anymore. That's just the reality of it. I think with most products that we don't realize is that, yeah, it might be working, it's the best thing ever. It'll lose the potency that it has, and it won't work as well after a couple of weeks, months, because our face gets used to it, the bacteria gets used to it, and it's kind of resistant to it. And that's just the way it is. I think I pretty much covered everything. So I covered benzoyl peroxide, I covered birth control pills and my experience, I covered a little bit about Accutane, and I covered about antibiotics and retinol cream. How I got to the situation where I am now, and I'm gonna insert pictures so you guys can see what I'm talking about. This is my personal belief of how I got here, okay? And I haven't seen a dermatologist, and probably a dermatologist isn't ever going to tell me the truth, because they're not going to be like, oh yeah, I did this to you. So basically, 2-3 years ago, I tried my antibiotics. I tried that retinol cream, and it didn't work for me. That's, you know, not everything works for everyone, and I realized that. But it wasn't until that point, I think like maybe a couple months later, that I started really like getting the occasional zit, and I didn't really think much of it up until more recently, maybe like a year and a half ago, that I started getting hormonal zits like crazy. If you are like a person that suffers from acne, you guys probably know what I'm talking about too. You probably heard the most annoying commentary from everyone, from your family to your best friends, whoever. Maybe if you drink more water, you'd get less acne. Maybe if you stopped eating out, or etc. And I mean no disrespect for people, if you are one of those people that gives those kinds of advice. I can see where you're coming from and maybe trying to be helpful, but don't you think, like let's be real here, don't you think that if that was really the problem or the cause, that we wouldn't hesitate to do it? If someone told me you have to drink 2 liters of water every single day and you won't ever have acne again, do you think that I would hesitate to do that? Of course not. I've tried pretty much everything you can think of. I've tried drinking more water, I've tried being more active, I don't eat fast food, okay? That's just unheard of for me. And you can ask my family, I'm the pickiest person. I'm that person at lunch that you do not want to go with, okay? I'd probably be like the last resort person, because I am so picky with what I eat. I eat at home, I eat in really small portions as it is. I tend not to like go crazy and like eat all at once. I tend not to do that because that really messes up my stomach. So I'm not gonna sit here and say I'm the healthiest person, because I'm not. I wish I would eat more vegetables, a little bit more active. But I've tried everything in regards to this. I've tried switching from regular milk to soy milk. Soy milk, do not drink soy milk if you have hormonal acne. Soy milk has a lot of hormones going on. You don't want to be doing that. I've tried rice milk, I tried almond milk, I tried Levy milk. I've tried everything. The only thing I think I haven't tried is fish oil, supplements. I don't know if I want to take it that far, but right now, and I talked to my mom about it yesterday, I want to go see a doctor and see if they can put me on birth control again, just to see if it really is. Like, my personal thoughts is that those antibiotics did something and messed me up, and I really think my hormones are really fluctuating to the point where this had to happen, because like I said, this never happened before. And I can show you all pictures of myself. I have zits here, or hyperpigmentation going on here, but nothing going on here. I would still get the occasional zits here. That's because I'm stressed out, but here, no. And the reason why I think it's tied to my hormones specifically is because I only it really flares up when it's around that time of the month, or it's supposed to be that time of the month. When it gets close to that time of month, I want to drink as much water as possible. That's just the way I am. I guess that is kind of like my acne story. If you guys want me to go into specific details about anything, then feel free to let me know. But I think that's pretty much it for this video. I've talked too much. But I hope you guys have learned something. Don't feel like you're alone, because you're not. There's a lot of wonderful people here on YouTube that make videos about acne, about their own acne, about their experience. And there's two YouTubers in particular that I love. They're on Accutane, and they're, you know, telling us what they're going through, showing us, you know, how much their face has improved, gone worse, etc. But for every like one person here on YouTube, there's probably like thousands upon thousands of people that don't make a YouTube video. So don't feel like you're alone. I feel like horrible. Let's be honest, I feel horrible going outside with this. And like I said, it might not be as severe as cystic acne, but it just makes me feel like I don't want to see anyone. Does it make me feel any less of a person? No, it does not. Even if you're talking to your friends, it's like when you look at the person and they have, like someone would say, like a pepperoni face, of course you're gonna look at, wow, you know what I mean? That's just common nature. It's not that you're being messed up or anything. That's just the way it is. You look at, my own brothers would just be like looking at me like, my parents even do it, my mom even does it. Like, who's to say my best friend isn't to do it? It's just the way we are. I do sincerely hope this helps someone out there, and I apologize if I was all over the place. If you want me to do a specific video on anything that you have seen here today, then I will be glad to do so. But again, don't think you're alone. You're not. I feel like we can start a support group. No, but really, don't feel like you're alone. You're really not. Just get to know people. You never know. And who knows, maybe something I've tried might work for you, or maybe it won't. I'm not here to talk about any specific product that has, I'm not gonna lie, my hyperpigmentation has gone down severely. I went out to walk with my chihuahua. My face got hella burned today. Like, no joke. Anyways, I'm talking too much. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and hopefully next time I'll feel a little bit better. I'll be out of my funk. I'm in a funk right now. I don't know, because I really wanted to get this out and be honest and straight up with you guys. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thumbs up if you guys liked it, and subscribe if you guys want more videos. And I always take requests, so feel free to leave them down below, or message me if it's personal. No problem. I will probably like stay up talking to you. No problem. But I will talk to y'all later.